Yeah, let's see. I have to listen to the audio. But might hear an echo for a few seconds. Yeah, let's see. I have to listen to the audio. But might hear an echo for a few seconds. Yeah, let's see. That's better. Okay, I'll mute myself so I don't hear the echo. And shouldn't hear an echo either. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick graphic. And let me get my interest up. Where is it? This. I'm just going to make this simple graphic. It won't look exactly the same. However, I'll keep it. I'll build something similar to this. So let's put this to the side. And we'll go to Ventuz. So I'm going to create a new scene, empty scene. Just fix up the layout a bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so first I'm going to need build the cylinder in the center where so the main cylinder. So of course we need a cylinder. So get an axis, geometry, cylinder. I'm going to scale this up, something like this, about 8. I'll rotate this 90 degrees. Oh, on the X, sorry, 90. Okay, and on the cylinder properties, I'm gonna assign it the line to rear. So now if I scale it, scales from the bottom. Okay, something like that. Make sure I've got my windows open. Okay, so I'm just going to position this here. Change the scaling, so about this high. Okay, so I need a texture for this to create this like a blue glow. So let's quickly go to Photoshop. New. I'm going to do 512 by 512. And I'm just going to make a new layer. Hide the background. And get the marquee tool. And draw a rectangle in the center. Right click. Feather. Say 20. Radius of 20. Delete that. So now it should look like this, and maybe a little bit more feather again. Yeah, that looks nice. So this will be like a gradient on each end, and I'm just going to save this as a DDS. You can save it as a DDS or PNG. I'll just save it on my desktop for now. I'll just call this I'm going to call this tube gradient. Okay, and I'm going to say new, generate bitmaps. Okay, that should be fine, and that should work, those settings. So I need to apply this texture. Hey darkness, hello. I'm quickly making this something similar to this. Just because I got a lot of requests. I haven't made a tutorial in ages, so I'll just quickly drop in color material. Cool. Yeah, hopefully it look cool. I'm gonna add texture base with alpha, and let's grab that texture from the desktop, which was called it tube gradient. This is called Ventuz. So Ventuz, really cool. You can download the PLE for free. They use it for like lots of presentations, touchscreen. You can make VR presentations, and made in Germany. That's really good. They have really good. If I go here like showcase or something, as the showcase is not working. There we go. It's just my internet slow. But they have lots of cool projects. Look, I'm on the website. But yeah, lots of cool projects. Projection mapping, all sorts. Worth checking out. It's really easy to use. So I've got this. Now I need to make this look better. So I'm going to turn this to blue. Like that. I'm going to change the UV mapping. Consider this. Yeah, it's just worth looking at. It's worth. There we go. I'm going to change the scaling of the X, the UV mapping. There we go. Looks a bit too dark, but it'll look better in a second. I want a hole in the top, so I can just turn the subset off at the top and the bottom, like that. If I add in render options, then I would see the backside as well. I can say none, and now I can see the backside. But I don't think I want that. What I want is alpha blend. Let me just change this mapping a little bit more. Something like that. Actually, you could have used the room. I could have used the room shader. I just thought of that instead of a texture. There's a room lighting blue. Let me just hide this. I think I could have used this. I don't know. Let's see if it works. Does it work? Or do I need the lighting? It's color white. Yeah, I'll need the lighting for that. There we go. I could have used the room lighting and change that blue to that. So if you don't have Photoshop, you can create that texture here. So I'll ignore this texture, just there. We use the room light. There we go. If we want, I don't want the specular. So the specular color, I'll go down. Or specular. Changes the white fong. Then I got more control. Specular. Turn that to black. And opacity. Where's opacity? There we go. Something like that. That's like 0.4. 1 second. Anyway, I've got that tube in the center. There we go. So you just use the rim lighting. You can play around with that power and gain to get something you like. So that's alright. Now let's get another axis. And let's grab, make sure my mic is turned on. Yeah. A circle. Let's scale that up. It looks wrong right now. So go to circle and then let's make this. Okay, this is our first ring. I'm going to add an alpha to this. There we go, and it's slightly transparent. I'm going to reset the rotation and position on this cylinder. So it is there centered, but what I'm going to do is add a main axis so I can rotate these together now. So it's like that. So now they're parented to this axis. So we got this circle here, this ring. You can call this ring 1 if you want, or inner ring. And I'll call this blue tube. I haven't changed anything here yet. So source alpha. Does it do it? Blend vector? No. Source color? Blend vector? Yeah. I don't think I even need that. Okay. So I got my first ring, and what I'll do is duplicate this, change the hole size, and scale it up a little bit. Then change the hole size again, something like that. Reduce the angle. And what I can do is I'm going to grab a spreader, place it in front of this. Do you like to create a spreader with a continue output? No. And then I'll change the rotation now on the spread. Just need 3. And change the rotation value there. There we go. And all I can do is scale this slightly in. Increase the opacity, so this is slightly brighter than that ring there. So now if I rotate this, there we go, we've got that inner ring. Okay, now I need the glow to add this little glow underneath. I want to add a glow, but we can get to that after. I put a little cylinder inside this ring, so what I can do is just duplicate the main one. Bang. And here I'm going to get rid of the rim light and reset opacity so I can see it. Scale this down. I'm going to put this above so it's inside for the Z sort. So now that's in the inside of it. Scale the Z and increase the bevel radius, something like this. And I turned off the top hole, so I need to turn that back on. The bottom I don't really need, so that can stay turned off. There we go. So now we've got that little disc thing they've got inside. So what I need to do is just grab a texture or something. So I'm just going to look for some ice texture. Grab a texture. It can be anything. Doesn't have to be exact. That's too big. Look at that, 3000. Just want a small texture. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, but I don't like the texture. Let's do this one. Well, I'll take this ice texture here. Just save this to my desktop. Get rid of this number so I know it's ice texture. Okay. And then I will assign the ice texture to here. So add texture, base, and just type in ice. There we go. And what I can do is just play with the UV mapping so I can scale it up. Scale this. And like that. Actually, what happens if I do spherical mapping? Let's see what this looks like. Spherical. Okay, what else we got? Simple. Space. No, not well. Let's just do. Let's stick to. Oh, but camera space. How does that look? And let's go to X. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Bring this. You can make it slightly brighter. There we go with the emissive. Okay, so I've got that. I'm gonna animate this so just does this little bounce like this. So for to do that, just grab a mover and grab it from the animation tab. drop the Z axis. You can see we already got the animation going. Slow this down, don't need it that fast. 0. Let's see. There we go. Let's do sine. That looks nice. Smooth. So we've got random animation going on there. Cool. And what I want to do is add just a little glow. So I'm just going to create a texture. So another one. I'll use this same file. I'll just make a new layer. And with the marquee tool, draw a circle in the center. It'll keep it white. So there we go. We've got a circle. And I'll just do a quick Gaussian blur. And so I'll get, there we go. So I'll get a nice feathered or blurred edge. And save this image. I save it as a DDS and I call this circle glow or something, I don't know. Save. And now what I'm going to do is grab another axis, place it underneath the main tube and a rectangle. Scale this up. There you go. And we're going to apply a color to this. And I'll go here, texture, base and alpha. And I called this circle glow. And you can see now we've already got like a glowing texture. There we go. And position this slightly lower. I'm going to place this at the top so it's behind the main ring. And push this down, something like that. And if I change the base color to the blue, there we go, got a little glow. Just using simple texture. So we've done that. Now we need to create the inner rings in that tube. So what you could do is I'm going to get another axis and I'm going to place this again at the top of the tree. And grab a circle. Just need a circle and scale this up. Bam. Oh, move this in the Z up and scale this so it's inside the tube. So if I rotate the whole thing, you can see from the top down. There we go. It's inside. Let's add the hole to that. And change the angle. Okay. Something like this. Now I'm going to create a group for these rings in here. So I'm going to get a group. Place that in front. Now I'll duplicate this ring. And I'll say, I'm going to call this ring set 1. And I'll just change the rotation of the Z to offset. And now I've got 2 rings over, you can see, they're the ring. And I'll duplicate another one. Make this smaller. So it's inside. And reset the angle so I've got a full circle. Something like this. And have another one. And that will be inside that. There we go. So this is one. So this is the one set, and all of them get spreader. Let's spread this inside. So nope. Oh, not the whole group. I just want it on this, like that. There we go. And change this in the Z position. Increase the count. So maybe 3 should be okay. Position it like that. And rotate the Z just to offset it. So I'm also going to fade it out as it gets to the top slightly, just using the alpha factor in the spreader. There we go. And then if you want, you could animate this, or you can animate the main one. So if I get an axis and put in front of here and then rotate this, now I've got this. So I can just get a mover, rotation on Z, And here if I click on the presets, I can just say rotate clockwise, counterclockwise. You can put the values in yourself manually, or you can use the presets here. I'm going to just slow this down. There we go. So we've already got this graphic. From top down it looks like this, from the side it looks like this. Cool. Really simple. Now the outer rings we need to make, so I'm going to just make another group. I'm going to call this outer outer rings, or whatever, outer rings. Axis, of course, another circle, lots of circles. Bang, that's our outer ring. And put a hole in it. You can see it doesn't take much effort to create graphics like this. Gotta add the color to it. Place it there. Turn it to like a orange. They had like an orange graphic. There we go. Something like that. I think it should be thicker, like that maybe, and it should be slightly transparent, like this. I'm going to duplicate this one and bring the value back to 100 and change the angle. And now I've got this. Cool. And what I can do is duplicate this again. Everyone, I can change the start angles. I have another one over there. If I rotate these now, you can see I've got some Z sort problems, so I just have to move this up in Z by 0.1. Oh, there we go. So it doesn't clash with the geometry. There we go. Now all the little particles or dots you can make. You could just take one of these rings. If I take another ring, duplicate this, and I'll make this bigger and reduce the angle. That's one, and what I'll do is take another one. I'll duplicate that again, something like this. Scale it again. I've got 3 of them at least, something like that. Just make it look a bit random. So these 3, I'm just gonna group these. These 3 I'll group together. I'll call these dash. So these little dash lines, and I'll grab a spreader. And so spread, and yep, there we go. So if I increase the count, there we go, and then change the rotation value, I've got some more going around there. Increase the count. I'm going to change some of the Z positions so they get different heights, like that. And I'm going to also change the width, so maybe some are smaller and angles are different, so maybe smaller like that, and rotate this. What I could do is just grab an axis. I can scale all this down now, like that. Change the rotation again. There we go. I'm going to duplicate this again and then offset this. I have 2 sets. It looks a bit more random, and I'm going to change the Z. There we go. I'll just scale the Z a little bit. So now we've got the outer rings, and of course you could add movers to this and all sorts. But it's really simple graphic. If you look here, This is a different blue. Maybe I need to change the blue. Let's go in here. Where's the rim light? So the tube. This is a tube I'm looking at. Now this is the glow. So that's the glow. And like that. And maybe I should call this tube. I could just call this glow. And then I guess this is the tube. Yep. Tube. Glow. And I'll change that blue to more aqua color. There we go. Now it's time to look. Man, we can add some extra little graphics like text and stuff if you want. So you can just grab an axes and some text, 2D text, block text. There it is there. It's really small. If I scale it up, you'll see. There it is. And we can put in some random values. So I'm just going to get a float. So now float. And I'll link this to the float. So I'm going to link the text. So grab that and drop it on my float. And on some of my text settings, I'm going to change where it says extended layout, the digits only. I'm going to need a mover to animate these digits. So mover. And I'm going to just drag this to really high values. And then it's going to give me, I'm going to set the mode to random. So the function to random. See here, now it's changing random. And you should see it here. If I move this value out. There you go. So we should see, oh, I haven't linked the float. So if I link my float to the mover, you can see now I'm getting a random float. And I can speed this up if I want. And that's like 0.1. And I'll scale this down. There you go. So now it looks a bit more just fake data. And now if I want this to, you can see how I've got it spinning off the axis here, but I want it to spin around, say this. So what I could do is say, okay, so it's 7.9 in the X position. So my rotation center, I need to create the offset of minus 7.9. So to counter that. So now when I rotate, now I've changed the pivot to be centered here by doing the offset. So now I can rotate along that. Yeah, so I can duplicate this, and maybe I'll remove this float from this duplicated one, and we just put in some symbols like plus or something, and I'll just rotate that over here, and I'm going to just change some of the character spacing. There we go. Why is it not spacing out? Oh, reset the default. There we go. And scale this up. Move this in the Z. There. Above. There we go. And you notice the rotation is a bit funny here as well. Actually, that's because of the Z space, but there we go. That should fix it. There we go. I'm just gonna put that there. You can keep on building and building until you're happy with your one. What I could do is I could spread the spreader, this again if I want it. There, spread, and then bam, I've got another circle. Well, push this up in Z space or make it smaller or whatever you want. Now I'm going a bit do extra, but I fade this out and change the rotation. There we go. So it's not exactly, I didn't copy this 100%, but you can see I just built the tools built here, all the graphics built here, apart from 2 textures. And I just used this basic geometry and made a simple graphic. This could represent, you could make it data, or if you wanted to drive the graphic or whatever you want. You can animate the scaling. You can do all kinds of things. We could also, if I reset that scale, just add some glow to it. So if I go here, I can go here into the effects, add glare, and you can see it just adds that little boost. So if I turn it off, you can see, you should see the difference. Increase the threshold if I want, and if you can, the gain, there's a gain. Where's the gain? You can boost it if you want, or you can make it really subtle. Threshold. There we go, something like that. If I make this bigger so we can see. Really simple tutorial. Yeah, just pick something from online and then you just create it. Don't think too much into it. Everything can be broken down. Okay. I hit save. Let me save scene as rings 1 or something. Don't forget to save. Work. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. What else have I got? I was working on this.
You had no authority. None.
But this still work in progress.
Mexico City. What were you doing there?
Look at that.
I was taking some overdue holiday.
So what's going on, James? They say you're finished.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
Magnificent, isn't she? 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. A few little tricks up her sleeve.
Producting.
Do one more thing for me.
What do you have?
I asked for another tutorial. I'm gonna end the stream here and play some games now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and hope this was helpful. Bye.